Hi, we are going to look at Cassandra installation and how can we access Cassandra from Windows. So the prerequisite is JDK 7. Java 7 supposed to be installed in our machine. Currently, I have a machine where JDK is installed. Java Home JDK 1.7 as well as path. So JDK 7 is the prerequisite, and then you can download the Cassandra from Cassandra website. Basically, if you go to cassandra.apache, you can go to that download and then just download that. I have already downloaded this Apache Cassandra and moved that file into my Unix machine. Right now, we are at this location, and I already have Apache Cassandra 2.05 in this machine. Don't worry about that. I'm just going to install a new version 2.06. Okay. So you need not consider all these folders. I'm just downloaded this R file. Just going to extract it using 2.06. So it will create a .206. Okay, I have extracted that file. Right now it has extracted as a tar file. So now I'm going to extract this tar. So we will get that to 2.06 version Apache Cassandra server. Extracted the file. If we come look at this, we got this Apache Cassandra 2.06. Okay. We may need to make some of the changes in this Apache Cassandra 2.06 version. Let's look into that. So this is the step basically. Download the Cassandra, extract the Cassandra. We have already done. Now I'm going to extract the Cassandra.yam. YAM is nothing but yet another markup language. Okay. So in Cassandra.yam, I'm going to edit. These are all the three directories. Basically, Cassandra server is having some predefined path that may not be available for us, or we may not have permission for that location. So what we are going to do is we are going to give some meaningful directory with read-write permission. Let me go to that all the files are there. We are interested in Cassandra.yam. Before that, what we can do is, data. So this is the directory. What we can do is, I can copy the present working directory. commit log and saved caches directories over this location on top of this 206. Basically, all the data is going to get stored in this data file directory. Commit log information is going to get saved here, and saved caches information is going to get saved in this location. So let me create one data folder. We are good with that. Now I'm going to copy this person directory and the data folder. IAM file. Go to that data file. The default directory is dot slash var live Cassandra data. As I don't have read right, I don't have write permission into this directory. I'm going to change this into a meaningful directory. Data file. The similar way I need to set up that commit log. Saved caches. We are done with that Cassandra.yam that. Now for changing that log4j server details, log location, I'm going to edit log4j server.properties. Here also the same. In case if you want the edit log, then you can make this info into edit. Here this log location is present. Log system.log get created over. Now we are good with that. Right now, Cassandra server, standalone server is ready. We can start the server. Basically, if you go to Win, we can see a lot of files. Okay, using this, you can start the server. We have other useful tools like Node tool. The .bat is for Windows development. This is for Unix development. So you can see a lot of files over here. Let's start this. Starting this Cassandra server foreground. So I'm just replacing the got it. This Cassandra server starts local host with the port number is script is installed 9160 in localhost, and Cassandra is running 042. That's fine. Okay. Now server is started. I'm going to start another window to use SQL. SQL is like SQL, but it's not exactly similar to SQL. But it provides a way to interact with the Cassandra server. Here, the bin itself, we can see SQL SH, the tag and the SQL SH for Linux or Unix server. Okay, so you can start this SQL SH. So Cassandra server is 206 version, and the SQL version is 311, and the throughput protocol is 1939. So right now the server is ready. The standalone server is running. We can create a namespace, key space, and then start work creating tables and to start using that key space for creating tables, inserting records, and deleting records. It is mostly the similar like SQL queries. This key space is nothing but it's similar to namespace for avoiding the name collision. Basically, I'm going to create a key space. My key space is named as POC. So created. Okay, it has been created. Key space POC has been created. We can see this how many namespaces there using describe command. So we have three key spaces. One is POC just we have created, and another two default key spaces, a system and a system traces. In case if you want to look at all the tables which are present under this key space, you can use this. Right? POC. There should be no tables, right? Table. Oh, okay. Sorry. We should first we have to use that names key space. After that, we have to describe it. So let's go inside POC. Uh, we may not have any tables under key space, but still we have to use first to create that table. Now we are at POC key space. Now you can try describe view. Describe table, I guess. So no such tables in this key space. I'm going to create a new table. Create table called so new table got created. This table is having cart ID, where this is primary key, and first name, last name, contact number, order ID, market, created date, last modified date. These, both of these are timestamp. Other than that, everything is where, and the primary key is cart ID. We can use that describe tables to list the table. You can see that the cart is ready here. Writing on the details basically. Just giving bloom filter 0. Okay. It gives the default values for that table. Right now we can insert a record into this parts table to see how it works. Insert this. Currently, if you select star from parts, you may not see any records. Let's create one record. The syntaxes are exactly similar, like insert into cards and followed by the column and followed by the values. Line type. Uh, that number is this. Line type. Oh, sorry. This and the table structure is not matching this. So let me create that the cart ID is fine. Then first name, last name. Insert a statement and this match. First name, last contact number is there, line number available, is not available. Now we can try select source from source. So it is listing that. Okay. In case if you want to delete that, you can delete that road. Right now I'm planning to use the same thing for from Datastax Dev Center. This is nothing but the same SQL query. Basically, uh, instead of using this SQL SH, you can download and install that Datastax Dev Center, using which you can create that queries and do all the operations from Windows. Okay, let me drop that key space so that we can create the same key space. So yeah, probably I can create a different key space. Okay, so this is fine. Let me download that. Datastax is the company which provides support for this Cassandra. Basically, Cassandra is an open source application. It is freely available for anyone. You can download and use that. But data source is Datastax is a company which provides support for that Cassandra. So they came up with a lot of tools and enterprise support. Okay. Here, if you go here, you can see Datastax Dev Center. You can simply download this Datastax Dev Center. Download Datastax Dev Center. I need data, not enterprise. I am database. Datastax Enterprise is nothing but the same Cassandra server basically. But it's Datastax specific Cassandra. Basically, they provide services for this installation. Right now, we are interested in this Datastax Dev Center basically. Okay, this is only one version. I'm going to download this Microsoft Windows. So you can use this from any of that machine, Mac OS or right now I'm going to download Microsoft Windows 32-bit. My Windows machine is a 32-bit version. That's why I have downloaded 32-bit version. Now I can copy this to my wherever I need it. So I'm just trying to keep it on my exactly to that house center. Now what you do is just it has one exe, just double click to open that exe. Here we will be having an issue. The issue is our Cassandra server is running on local host. Correct. So we have seen that server was running on local host, right? 127001. Right. So we need to give a IP address for that. Then only from Windows we can able to access it. I guess here I have used this, but right now we can create a new connection. But when we even if we create a new connection, also it will not work. The reason is that Cassandra is running on local host. From Windows, it cannot able to identify the local host of that unit. So we need to specify that listen address into different IP address. What I can do is we can try it out first. If it's not working, we can. Okay, this is right. So I can Linux of IP address. I'm trying to connect to that server. See, 9042 is the default port. I'm trying to add here and test. Oh, now if I test it, it will fail. The reason is Cassandra is running on local host. What I can do is right now I can stop that Cassandra server and then I have to edit few steps and then we can restart the server. Okay, go for stopping and starting the server, we can use either Control C or we can use as specified here kill dash F Cassandra. This will stop the server. Server is running here. I'm just executing this kill. Okay, so it is announcing shutdown and properly it shuts down. Now what I can do is I can go to that same Cassandra.yaml dd-conf. Here I can see couple of tools. Seed, right now we need not worry about seeds. The seeds are for setting up multi-node data centers. Okay, so it's not as we are setting up just a standalone node. It's not required. Let's go to. Okay, I guess local. See, listen address is localhost. Also, we can see RPC address. Okay. Basically, listen address is nothing but the address where the Cassandra is keep listening. The RPC address is the one which we are wanted to execute some Java application from Windows or a different machine, then we need to you edit this into the machine's IP address. Okay. So what am I going to do is I'm going to get that IP address here and we'll just update it. See, RPC address and the listen address, updating RPC address alone enough. Just if you are going to access only this node, but we can update the listen address as well. Okay, now we are good. I can restart the server again. See, look at that. The same IP address it is showing 135.125.20. Okay, and the port is 9042. Okay, the SQL clients are listening this port 9042. From here, we are going to use the same IP and the protocol port is 9042. We can test that. Now the connection will succeed. Yeah, able to connect to test. So we are good with that. I'm just creating. Okay. Now test has been created. Now what we can do is I can create a okay. I'm just going to use this test. Okay. We can see this is a kind of Toad or SQL developer. Okay, it is just version 1, so it has very limited functionalities. But you can instead of directly using SQL SH in Linux, it's very useful tool. From Windows, we can able to use this. Okay, so whatever the namespaces, key spaces available in that system, everything is listed here. We can see column, session, partition key, and clustering key. Generally, when we create that primary keys, okay, every table will have that partition key. That primary key becomes a partition key if we have just only one column. Okay. In case if we have multiple things, then that becomes a clustering key. That is internal to that SQL learning. Okay, that we can look at different another time. Right now, the POC what we have created also it is available here. You can look at that parts table in that namespace, and the partition key is basically this partition key is nothing but that the primary key what we have used, but there should be no clustering key because we had only one column as a primary key. Okay. Secondary indexes, we did not create any secondary index, so nothing is there. The similar way, system key space is also there, and it has several tables. We can look into that. Now, from here, what we can do is we can create another key space, and we can execute the same set of things. Okay. Create key space instead of POC, we can create. So I'm just executing it. As soon as I execute it, it has created a test key space. Yes. Correct. Now, second time it is trying to execute, so it is saying this test key space already exists. That's got created. Okay. Now what I can do is I can create the same table. Okay. Okay. Before this, I need to use that key space, right? Otherwise, how it knows we are using this test key space. So I need to use that key space. Now I can execute this to create we can try select that. You will not see anything. So nothing is there. Let's insert inserting it and then followed by select. So both it is using that test key space, inserting it, and then it is selecting that. So we are getting. In case you wanted to drop this test key space, you can simply write drop getting removed. So it got removed. As the test key space is not available, so it is throwing this test key space not exist. Okay. Let's use Java program to communicate with this Cassandra. Basically, what we can do is this is very simple. Let me try create a simple program. What we can do is we can create a new project. Project, project, project. Use default space. The group ID. I guess I need to specify all those. Right. I'm currently using this Eclipse. This service this release 2. So if you're not seeing the new project, probably you need to download this. Right now, form file where we specified all. Okay, let's create a new project. Uh, Java ID going to be fact okay, created okay, create. Yeah, so basically, you can give any of your this okay, on created a project using not required. Let's tell it project also on DB test. I have created a test project which is having source Java here. Here I can create. Before that, let's open that form. We may not see that dependency. Okay. So we have to add the dependency. This Cassandra is using that version 2 dependency. Probably you can search it in Google to identify. So this is the group ID and the artifact ID is Cassandra driver core. This driver core is provided by Datastax. Okay. Basically, if you go here, Datastax is providing support for Java development. Okay. Down, yeah, Datastax driver. It has that Java driver. Okay. this Java driver only. So either you can download this Java driver as a binary tar, or in case if you download it as a tar file and extract it, then you have to include that the jar file as part of your project. Right now, I'm planning to use dependency. Okay, as it is. Uh, as it is a Maven project, we just copy this dependency. So see, I have copied this dependency details from this website only. Probably as part of documentation, you may be able to see that, go through that. I'm just copying here into my test program. Now my repository might have downloaded this Cassandra driver 4. Yeah, now 201 also available. So if we need that, we can. Okay. So it is done. Now I'm going to create a simple class. It is going to have in program I can just that first I have to create the connection and followed by insert or delete whatever it is required. I have already verified that. Let me copy that source from here. Basically, we need to create a connection first. That connection can be created using this class. Probably I can just copy this file. That means copy this file. What we are doing, this. So the IP address what we are going to use is nothing but the same IP address. House name 512520. The same cluster is using cluster.builder. We are creating that cluster. Followed by after creating the cluster, basically we can follow provide some more details for the cluster. In time we are creating the default cluster, and then we are getting the session from the created cluster. Okay. Now my cluster and session is available here. Using this get instance, I can get that Cassandra connection. Using this, I can get that session. Okay. From main program test Cassandra, I can get that connection simply all those session. I'm creating a prepared statement, and then after creating the prepared statement, I have to bound that data. See, basically, we are creating a prepared statement. So this prepared statement, what it does is, it is a pre-compiled statement. Okay, once we have this statement, we can execute this bound statement. We can paste order ID, create. So right now, what I'm going to do is just I'm going to insert some value. Right. Date, basically, what we can do is here that here bound statement. Okay, I missed out something. Okay, now done this done. We are good to execute this. Let's see how this program connecting with the server and it is inserted. Uh, oh, okay. Inserted as part of POC. So let me go here. Got this there. Select the card that we have created is here. The similar way we can do insert, update, edit, update and select. Okay. I can show you that update and edit programs here. The program here is very simple basically. Okay. I'm just creating the connection and making that preferred statement followed by just executing it. The similar way, the Cassandra connection is created. I guess I have already shown. Okay, the connection created using this cluster and all those things. Okay, all are Datastax API. Okay. This API is linked from using this jar. Okay. Let's go and see that select and date. Okay. Basically, there is one thing which we need to know from Cassandra. When we try to update a statement, if the record is not available, then immediately it will insert it. Okay, Cassandra is not like SQL, I mean Oracle or SQL Server. What it does is it tries to identify the where clause. If it is not found any matching record to update, then immediately it will insert the record. It will not give you any error message. So for avoiding that, probably we need to use some kind of timing configuration or something like some predefined values to update it. Okay? That is a different thing. You can learn it from Cassandra website about those things. The similar way, the preferred statement is created, update, and so and so this details for this. So this is the update statement, statement one. The statement one is linked with that bound statement. This bound statement is giving that input basically. Okay, one, two, three. Okay, all these three inputs are given here. After executing this, you will be getting to you will not getting what is that return type. Result set is coming. You can retrieve it and see. Okay. In select, basically search or retrieve card. Okay. Here we can use select statement also. Create a session. From session. Create a prepare statement for select and then execute it. Once you execute it, you will get the result set. is part of this Datastax thing. So each row you can go ahead and do one by one list of four rows that get the cart row you are getting it. From each cart row you can get things. It's similar like what we have with JDBC. Include, I guess I have covered most of the things, installing the standalone as well as Datastax dev center, how to use it, and then from Java how to connect with that Cassandra. I hope it's good. Thank you for watching. Probably I'll cover that multi-node setup as well as multi-dev center setup